What's up, everybody? Just wanted to get on here. 10:30 in the morning, a little bit before 10:30, Saturday, March 29th. Actually been here all morning, man. I usually get up early every day, so Saturday's no different. And I just take Saturday to make my watch list and go over all my trades, review the week, and find plays that I missed, see where I could have improved on, see where I did well on, and try and focus more on that. I track all my data, so this is my review day. Um, I go to church on Sundays, so I usually leave that day free for that. And I just like to get it done so that way after church on Sunday I can actually just fully enjoy my day. And then after, this review today, I can actually go out and have some fun on a Saturday too. So I just wanted to go over a little bit of the process on what I do and what I look for. But basically all it is I just keep tabs on former runners, multi-day movers, stocks that are kind of giving a lot of volatility and a lot of movement in the market. As a small cap trader, I'm actually trying to pull up my watch list here, but as a small cap trader, we need volatility, obviously, right? If you've been in this game for a little bit, or even if you haven't been in this game for a little bit and you're just trying to learn more about the game, you can guarantee that you're going to need some sort of volatility in order to make money because you're looking for stocks that make moves and set up in sort of a pattern. This is all stuff learned from Tim Sykes. He set the framework for this, as he calls it, in his 7-step framework. And I am not anyone out here trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. I just took as much information that I could from all the people that I consider to be legitimate and put it together. The Gratanis, the Kellogg's, the Roland Wolfs, Don Master Mateos, Kyle Williams, etc., etc. All originally started from Sim Sykes. So, we basically follow the same foundation of a framework, looking for these frameworks. So, as you can see, I started to build my watch list for Monday, which would be the 31st, and the last day of the month. Not a whole lot going into that watch list for me, as Friday I didn't even trade. But I just basically want to show you like what I use. This is another thing I learned from someone for free. I watched a Tim Bowen video online that was free, and he introduced me to Evernote, and it just shows that like paying attention, studying, putting the time in, there's no limit to the things that you can do because it is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. It is absolutely ridiculous at what you can find out by just putting the time in and the work in and trying to find out. You know what I mean? So, like, I found Evernote and it has changed my life. And it's just something that you can use for free if you want to. But the whole reason I brought it up was because, you know, before I started posting my watch list in the Discord, I would always use Evernote. And basically, what I wanted to show you was, you see the staying familiar tab here, or list rather. That is a list that I compile of stocks that make runs. So, for example, let's go to Friday here. Let me pull up Friday on another screen, and you can see these were all the tickers on Friday that were making moves pre-market. And even though I didn't trade any of these trades, and I won't trade any of these trades because they haven't done anything yet to show me that they are part of the framework or will follow the framework. PRTG has the best potential if it can continue for a play that I would be interested in, but I just keep tabs of them. And as you can see down here, I literally just keep tabs of them. And those were the three stocks you saw on the top that were part of a list. These are some other tickers that I keep tabs of, but let's see. I'm going to show you MLGO, right? Okay, so MLGO. Let's go here. MLGO. MLGO was a ticker that was on watch last week, and I is still on watch now because I played it for a reversal. So it made a big move, 2 days, had a red day, and I played it for a straight out of the Tim Grittani playbook of a reversal. Another trader who talks about this a lot is Don Master Mateo. He is very useful. They offer a lot of free content too. I have learned a lot from him for free, as well as I was in their room at one point for a little bit. But just the chat room thing just wasn't for me at the time because I hadn't developed my own process. And I was just getting pulled left and right by traders who I looked up to, bigger and better traders, more profitable traders, and they would sway my decision. So the best thing that I actually did was not rely on these chat rooms and became self-sufficient. And now I feel if I were to ever get into a chat room, or hence why I have started Financial Athletics, I am just a lot more clear on what I do and my process, so no one can sway me on what I'm doing. But anyway, long story short, this is still on watch as it could break out. Now that it's set another top, it did slightly break out, but it broke out through a reversal. So I just didn't see it being able to sustain. The reason it's still up on watch is because it's still holding up, and even yesterday on Friday, it tapped into close this previous breakout. So I am now looking for this for the breakout from Thursday, and I want to just see if this can hold up. Another ticker that was on that list is PSTV. This is a ticker that I've been talking about for weeks. If you watch any of the free content on YouTube on my watch list, but this is a ticker that will no longer make it on the watch list because as I was having it up for a breakout, as it was kind of holding up here, now that it's going the other way, it is a ticker that I might look back on in previous watch lists, like for example, so PSTV here on 331 for the breakout, it is currently getting deleted, and I'm glad I'm able to do this on camera for you to see that I am, if I could figure out my technology here, deleting that, because that is a ticker that is no longer valid for me as it's going the wrong way. So even though it's no longer valid, I'll always come back through the week and look, like for example these tickers throughout the week, and just look. And you could see, like, hey, look, PSTV, it's on here from this day. It had a PR and a monster move yesterday almost at the breakout level. So I've been watching this stock for weeks. And this way, I'll just keep a tab on what's on it, because even though I've deleted it off this list for my immediate list for Monday, and now that it's going in the wrong way, I have these all saved, so I can always look back and say, hey, let me just check on PSTV from 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Let me see what it's doing. Let me see if it ended up coming back with some volume, dropping a PR, somehow coming back into play. And this is why I don't overwhelm this list with thousands of tickers. I just break it down into each day and add the new ones that are relevant. So that is a way to keep tab on what is running. And like I said, if you're a small cap trader, you need volatility. So we just go through, find tickers. As I showed you, there aren't much tickers on my list for Monday, but this was one that you did see on there too. This is a ticker that kind of has been holding up. Not really too much volume, but Friday had a lot of volume and it stuffed the breakout. But it also did have a major move, a bit 40 cents, which is a decent percentage move to the breakout. So it is something that I am not immediately interested in, but as you can see, it kind of tapped this breakout on the Monday morning and then failed. I would just like to see if this holds up and holds volume for a potential breakout for next week. On top of making my watch list, on Saturdays, on my review days, which is something I do every day, I review every night. I have a whole setup. I'll show you all that in future videos. But I'll go over trades that I made this week that were good, as well as reviewing trades that I've missed, like TSLL. I didn't trade TSLL on Monday because I was focused on Tesla. And I played some calls on Tesla. And that ended up to be pretty profitable for me. So I'm very glad that I made that. And even though Tesla is not a small cap stock, it is just being aware of the situation, the environment, the sentiment, and trying to capitalize on things that can make you money. You know, you want to capitalize on anything that can make you money once you have gotten to a point. So yes, I am a small cap trader and I tell everyone to stick to their plan, but this was a plan I made because it was a breakout. This stock was so beaten down, so beaten down. The sentiment in the market was everyone turned bearish, bull run was over. All the politics, all the BS going on with Tesla, the attack on all the dealerships. This stock was so beaten down off its highs, over 50%, and then it started to consolidate for 2 weeks. And I just saw the opportunity here that, hey, if this could break this previous high here with some volume, man, we could actually have a breakout. And you know what? This gave me like a $10, $12 breakout, which on calls was like a 300% return. So this was what I was focused on Monday. And yes, it wasn't a small cap, but it was an opportunity that I learned through small cap and I took advantage. So on top of going over my watch list, I also go over what the hell happened this week. What did I do good? What did I do wrong on? For example, IBO. I played this week for the same play that I played VVPR, TNON, MLGO, IMET, all those stocks I played for reversal, it never reversed. I took a loss on it on this day, on the 325. I took a loss thinking that it was going to reverse, and it never did. Right here. I bought this when it broke this line that I have set for a part of my strategy. I'm sorry. 325. Where are we? Right here. So these are different lines now. But anyway, basically I bought this and it ended up not working. It took a loss, and I took a loss on it because I bought it in the afternoon, which was silly. You're not supposed to buy this in the afternoon. You're supposed to buy this in the morning. That's what reversals are. Morning plays. But anyway, I'll go over this again. See exactly where I made my mistake. What the hell happened? And I'll know for the future just by reviewing this and looking at the data and I've tracked that, hey, stick to reversals only in the morning because that's when they work. And they're not a play that I ever really see too often in the afternoon. And I took it out of boredom, probably. I took it out of desperation because I was trying to make some money, and I should have just sat on my hands because this was my only red day this week. So I'll go over that and look through it all and see why. What psychological factors had to do with this, as well as undisciplined thoughts, processes. What was I looking at? I have this recorded. This trade is live, recorded, posted on YouTube for free. I'll go watch it again to see what kind of price action was there that made me think it would even do the reversal, even though it fit the pattern. I took it. But you know what? They don't always work out, and that's all part of the game. So, like I said, I'll keep going through my list, keep looking at all the tickers. I have this on the Evernote, and I will just look. XHLD was on watch for a breakout because it was kind of holding up here. You see, it kind of set the top, and then these 2 days it was kind of holding up. It has since pulled more than I like for it to be in play for a breakout. So what does this do? This comes off my watch list, and that's it. And then I just recycle as we get new runners, like I'll show you again. As we get the runners from Friday, you write them down, you jot it down,